4 years ago, I was going through something pretty painful. And I just obeyed what I was told to do. There was this, you need to do this now. And I couldn't explain to anybody. No one would have got it. No one would have got it. But I knew what I needed to do. And that was to pull out a $65 mic. That was to write down the words that God literally handed to me. And that was to play my harp, even though I hadn't played it professionally in years. It had been years since I had even practiced regularly. I thought I went to school for this. I used to be great in the orchestra. I am not worthy to record anything right now. But I listened. And I just want to encourage you this morning. There is a still, small voice inside of you that is probably telling you to do something. Whether it's forgive somebody, whether it's reach out to somebody, whether it is write down something, whether it is sing out to God, whether it's record a podcast or a song or start your business, whatever it is, I want you to listen to it. I could have never in a million years predicted that this song would have over 2 million in downloads and is growing every single day, healing women around the world, being used at spiritual retreats around the world. And I don't ask for a dime of money that comes from, what is it called, where you give people the rights to use your music at events? I mean, I get paid for streams, but I don't ask for any sort of money to play my music at events. You want to play my song at your event? Play it, sister. Heal the women. Multiply the healing. I don't charge for any of that. I could have never predicted that this song, okay, so keep in mind, I did this from my heart. I did not have a business coaching anything. This song brings me clients from around the world who says, Sophia, 2 calls this morning so far, y'all, 2 calls this morning of women coming into my program saying, Sophia, I found you because your music healed me. And it's not my music, it is God. It is God working through me. They said, Sophia, this healed me. It brought me to you, and I know we're meant to work together. And if someone would have told me, Sophia, this song is not only going to go viral and heal women around the world, as if one wouldn't be good enough, especially because women who have been through atrocities and really terrible traumas have said that this song has been instrumental in their healing. This song has now brought connection and community. It has now created a community of women that I want to work with. Women who go, I have a spiritual business. I want to heal the planet. Sophia, I want to work with you. This song has brought me connection, community, healing to women, and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. All because I had faith to take a step forward and say, I don't understand. And I'm not a singer. Oh my God, I'm not a singer. Having this moment. Okay, so I used to work at Disney World. And like you unlock memories. You unlock memories. I'm unlocking a memory. I was on my ride. I used to perform at the Great Movie Ride. And I gave my tour, all the things. And I got off the ride, and this girl stayed. And I'm like, girl, we got to get off the ride. The ride's going to go again. You got to get off the ride. She's like, I need to tell you, God is going to use your voice. I have total body goosebumps right now. Because I remember looking at her and saying, you just heard my raspy voice on this entire ride. I can't sing, and nor can I act, because that was cheesy. God used my voice. God used my voice. Even though I can't sing. Even though I didn't think I was good enough to play the harp. Even though I didn't think I didn't have a recording studio, even though I didn't even know what I was recording. I just started recording. Let God use your voice. Let God use your voice. Your story, your healing is going to heal someone else. I wrote my healing as an anthem of forgiveness because I do believe, and I just geeked out on a call with one girl who's coming into my program. I'm so excited to have Deanne. My healing comes from the Ho'oponopono prayer, which is believing that we're one. And it is believing that, like, in order to have wholeness, there has to be this forgiveness and that we can release each other. And to think that this song had brought me clients from Australia and England and here, and God's used my voice. God, if God can use my voice, a little broken girl who didn't believe in herself, but a girl who listened. A girl who just listened. I don't know what spiritual text lights you up, but regardless of what it is, when you indulge in your spiritual text, I want you to look at the stories. It is filled with people who didn't know that they were heroes when they were told to take the action. They didn't know how God would use their action. They did not know, but they took the step. So whatever that is for you today, take it. God is going to use your voice. Now, if, like me, you're kicking yourself, wishing that you could remember the moment when someone told you, God is going to use you. You're not too far gone. God is going to use your voice to change the world and change your entire life. I want you to remember this moment, because I wish I could call that girl. I wish I could call her right now and say, you were right, you were right. I wish I could remember her name. I wish I could remember her face. Remember this moment. I am telling you, and you can feel it, because if you're still watching at 7 minutes and 32 seconds, you know God is going to use your voice. And I want you to claim that right now. Claim it right now, because all I did in that moment, I had some doubts. And I had a little tiny speck of faith that was like, okay, maybe God can use my voice. I just don't know how, and I can't see it, but you know what? I'll believe it, because that was kind of crazy. This random girl just came up to me, and she don't know nothing about me. And I don't have to know anything about you. If you're resonating with me, if you feel connected to this, then you know that God's going to use your voice. You might just not know how or how to get there yet, but you will. Because I did. Because all the heroes of faith did before us. Because remember, you don't have to know. You don't have to know how God's going to use the pain or your story or your voice. You just have to be willing. Okay, I think that's it. Anything else, God? It's complete. Have an amazing day. And you walk like a woman that God is using her voice. And you talk like a woman that God is using her voice. And no matter what hurts, no matter who you feel is against you, you remember that God is going to still use your voice. There is nothing that can disqualify your voice. There is nothing that can silence you. There is something else that I need to share. God, it just keeps coming. I used to be insecure about my raspy voice. Not just to sing, oh my God, I couldn't imagine that. Who'd want to hear this trucker, smoker voice on a pod? Lots of people would, that's who. Who'd want to hear this voice singing? Lots of people, that's who. Are you going to listen? Are you going to plug in your $65 mic? Whatever that looks like for you. We're going to take the next step and let God use your voice.